Hi Capricorn, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. So this is going to be a weekly reading for September 13th through the 19th, and we start the week on the 13th with the Sun opposite Neptune. So that could be a little bit of dreaminess, it could be a little bit of illusory things that we're not sure about, and it could even be a little bit of disillusionment and disappointment depending on, you know, maybe unfulfilled dreams, things like that. So it's a kind of big energy, and I think it's going to be a bit pervasive for a day or two. All right, then the next day we do have Mars that enters Libra, and that can be some fiery discussions about relationships and problem solving, things like that. Then later in the week, Venus squaring Saturn, talking about relationships, having some tension perhaps, and working stuff out, problem solving. So I think that we're going to be starting to go deep here at the end of Virgo season, taking care of some details, working through stuff. And I think that's always good. I mean, working through stuff is good. All right, so today we're going to be using the Spirit Messages Guidance Oracle cards by John Holland with the artwork by Matt Manley, and the Druidcraft Tarot deck by Philip and Stephanie Cargam with the artwork by the one and only Will Worthington. Amazing art. Okay, so I just shuffled and pulled for you the three that popped out, and I got Ground Yourself, Vulnerability, and Self-Love. And the reason I pulled three today instead of one is because these cards actually have a paragraph on them. And instead of reading one card and reading from the book to give you a deeper insight, I thought I would pull three, see what the whole message altogether says, and then read the three paragraphs together, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay? So we'll do that in just a minute. But first, while I'm shuffling the tarot for you to pull your 9 cards, if you would just settle in with me, please. Okay, Capricorn, get comfortable. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths because it feels really good. Helps us relax. Brings down the cortisol, lowers the stress, right? Absolutely does. Relaxes the body as well. Okay, good. First one popped out, and I'm going to cut the deck. There we go. Relax your shoulders, get comfy, settle in with me, take some time for you. Okay, Capricorn? Okay, first one. I'm going to show you each of these, by the way. Every single card, we're going to go horizontally, vertically, and then big picture. So stay with me, and we'll get a good full reading for you, okay? It's, of course, a general reading, so there will be different messages for different people. For some of you, it may not resonate, and then you can check your moon or your rising sign or your Venus. And for others of you, it will resonate very much and maybe feel even like a personal reading. So let's just do what we do here. Okay. What I'm seeing here, King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Justice. Hello, nice. 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Wheel, Death, 2 of Swords, and Prince of Pentacles. Wow. Capricorn. Well, I'm definitely seeing some success. Potentially, someone could have won or will be winning a lawsuit, or having some type of legalities that come through, some type of money that's owed to you. It could be a loan, a grant, a scholarship, some type of insurance, something you need that is financial and legal, has documentation. For some of you, that could be happening. That's what I'm seeing. This is a wish for you that comes true so that you can move forward from being a little, I think maybe in the recent past you've had to kind of be very prudent, hold on to your money, put it in the bank, keep it in the bank, not overspend, and you still may want to stay in that energy right now during this time. But it looks to me like you could be getting something coming in for you. I think you've been waiting on this change for a long time. I think some of you have gone through divorce and will have to work out the financials on that. Others of you are going from single to married and also working out the financials of that, perhaps a prenup, things like that. You are making a final decision as to what it is that you want to do in this situation and putting it into practice. So this is a pretty big change for you. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, so that could involve your security, your stability, your finances, your home. So that makes sense. All right, let's first read these 3 cards. All right, Capricorn, ground yourself, vulnerability, and self-love. Okay, so getting real with yourself. Let's see what it says. Okay, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with your divine source. Okay, so have you been distracted or unfocused, tired, or irritated, or impatient? All of the above? I mean, it's no wonder, right? We're going through some pretty big changes in 2021. Okay, vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. It is absolutely not a negative condition. Being vulnerable means being open and trusting. And when you're open and trusting, people are open and trusting with you. That allows for true, genuine connection. But many people hear the word vulnerability as weakness or, open to being hurt, right? So, I mean, obviously one can be hurt when they're vulnerable, but if you don't open up at all, then you're always hurt because then you're disconnected from others. So vulnerability, what does that word mean to you and how does it make you feel? Okay, so maybe you want to get grounded in thinking about that concept. And then finally, self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. All right, did I show you these? Let me show you these again. Ground yourself. Vulnerability. And self-love. So if you ground yourself and you get real, away from distractions, being irritated and unfocused, all of those kinds of feelings are when we're so internalized that we're not connecting with others and allowing for others to make us feel good, right? And for us to make them feel good and sharing life with others. So if you're getting grounded in vulnerability, it's because you've decided you're worth it. And that being connected to others is something that's worth it. And I'm certainly seeing that here. Firstly, I do want to say in the center of the reading today, I have the Hanged Man. And this is a card about certainly being vulnerable, isn't it? He's completely naked and upside down. But he's looking at life through a different lens and looking at himself from a different lens as well. That's in the center of your reading today, and I think that it bears looking at first. All right. Under the deck, which is usually the internal stuff that's going on, the subconscious coming into the conscious, we have the 9 of Cups, which is usually about wish fulfillment, with the 6 of Swords, which is about moving on mentally, moving on in our mind space from negative thinking or from other people's negative thinking and negative speaking and moving forward into something more peaceful. Okay, taking ourselves into a new headspace, right? Clearing out the old cobwebs and feeling like us again, feeling okay again, feeling better and thinking better of oneself, of one's life. And it can be actually moving, right? Leaving one place and going to a new place and getting a new lease on life. So you are definitely getting something here that you've wanted. You're moving forward. No matter how that is for you. It could be from having to be a little bit careful with money and feeling kind of broke, and finally having the relief of being able to move forward now, maybe to move house or move forward financially. So that's a potential. But considering these three cards, I definitely also see the Four of Pentacles as shutting yourself away. Shutting your heart away and putting it in a box and locking it up. You know? So if you're moving forward from that because love makes you happy, because you decide you want to be happy, and you want to move forward from thinking, well, I can't trust anybody. I can't show myself to anybody. I can't rely on anybody. If you've been thinking that way, then opening up is definitely the advice here on the table. And it begins with saying to yourself, I'm worth it. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of being loved. I'm worthy of being seen and known in my strengths and weaknesses. I'm me, and that's okay. All right, let's go across the top. We've got the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing this as you today, Capricorn, in your yang energy of the suit of Pentacles, the element of earth, about our day-to-day and feeling on top of things. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is abundance. And this is somebody who's abundant, responsible, practical, takes care of business, knows how to work hard for the money, and does. And then the Justice card. So if there's any legalities, that's why I'm saying, I think you could get word. Especially because Libra season is about to hit, and Justice is Libra season. Libra season begins around the 21st. I don't know what it is exactly this year. 20th, 21st, 22nd. Libra season. So very, very soon. Right? In Libra season, it looks to me like things are going to be more abundant. It also could mean that you're the head of your family. If you're a man, you're the dad, right, with the kids, or the grandfather. If you're a woman, it just means you're taking care of your family well, and that whatever you need from real, legal justice to poetic justice, you will receive. That's what this is saying, okay? With the Ten of Pentacles next to Justice, it's good. Good karma coming to you. Some type of good thing. Next line, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and that makes you feel great. It makes you feel very confident, and it makes you feel valued. It makes you feel like you've done it. And then you realize that you don't have to feel so vulnerable anymore. Because with the Hangman, it's like you were upside down. You couldn't even recognize yourself or your life. And you felt really vulnerable, and that's changing now. But here's my question to you. What is it about the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles that makes you feel so confident? And what is it about the Four of Pentacles, whether it's financial or whether it's about not being generous with yourself, with your heart? What is it about that makes you feel so vulnerable? Does sharing your heart with someone make you feel so vulnerable? Does asking for what you want emotionally with the Nine of Cups, does that make you feel vulnerable? Because that is a very big word, a key word for you for this reading. And it's in the center of your reading. And this is like the most out there Hanged Man. I mean, everything's showing. So there's something here about what makes you feel strong and safe and secure, and what makes you feel vulnerable, and the difference. Is it money in the bank? Is it a good job with, all the perks and the title and the company car? You know, is it that you provide for your family and that's what makes you feel strong? Because there's something here about personal. Nine of Cups is about personal fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. And moving forward on that, coming out of the mind space of the conflict of being vulnerable into just smooth water, just free to be, and opening up your chest and letting your heart come out, right? Letting your heart be seen. That's what I'm getting from this with the self-love. So ground yourself in the truth of what makes you feel strong. Accept the truth of what makes you feel vulnerable. And then allow yourself to be kind to yourself about that truth. Without judgment. Because a big change is happening for you. With the Death card, that means one way of doing something, one way of being is ending, and a new way of being is beginning. And you're at that crossroads and you're about to make that decision because you want to go through life a little differently. You want to go through life a little bit differently. This is going through life, the day-to-day life, how we live. The Knight of Pentacles is how we live. And you want to change that and do it with a new way. The Swords is about the way we think. One sword is a decision. The other sword is a decision. Which decision are you going to make about how you do life? Because something's got to change and you feel that coming and you know that you need to take this new road, that you need to do things in a new way. Let's go down the vertical. I think you'll see it. The King of Pentacles, you're strong, you're safe, you're secure, you're sure of yourself because you feel self-sufficient and you have a good veneer, right? People respect you because you work really hard and you do what you do, and that is very respectable and honorable. But something about you is changing. Maybe you're getting older. Maybe you're contemplating, you know, the rest of your life. And you're saying, well, what haven't I done? What do I still want out of life? You know, what makes me feel secure? And then Ten of Pentacles, maybe you're looking at your life and your place in your family and your position in the family. Because something has made you feel vulnerable, naked to yourself, maybe to others. Maybe you're being seen differently. Maybe people want something different from you. Maybe what they really want from you is to see you love yourself and decide to open those arms. To care about yourself, to speak about yourself with kindness, and to be more emotionally available to others. Justice. What does this mean for you? What's the right thing for you? What is the right thing for you to do now to go down the new road? Because the change is here and it's happening, and I think it's happening in Libra season. In about a week or so, for the next month, while Mercury is in retrograde, making you think very, very deeply. And while, by the way, Venus is in Scorpio, dredging up the deep, deep water about how we feel about what we value. And doing life a little bit differently. And changing it up. I think this is going to happen for you coming very, very soon. So ground yourself in your vulnerability. Because you're okay, even when you're vulnerable. And you can still love yourself. No matter what the outside circumstances are. You can still have that sense of knowing exactly who you are, right? Okay, Capricorn, I want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude every single day. Leave me a comment if you would, and a thumbs up if you like the video today. And if you decide to subscribe, welcome. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.